Hi guys, so today we're going to talk about why a runner would get disc pain. So your low back discs are these little jelly looking guys in between your spinal vertebra, and they can be pretty pesky. If you've ever been somebody who wakes up in the morning to go for a run and you have a tight stiff back and it just has like sharp pain when you go to tie your shoes to get out the door, you might have a disc issue. And that could cause some other issues for you down the road. But I want to explore a frequent question I get from my patients, which is why runners would get disc injuries. Because usually people think of herniated discs, bulging discs, disc injuries as something that's for people who do lift heavy things like weightlifters or movers or, not runners who may or may not do any heavy lifting. But I want to explain something, and it's the relationship between the hips, the pelvis, and the low back. So your pelvis, your hips, and your low back are very closely related. And oftentimes to get more power or to get more power in your legs and in your stride, you need to recruit more of the muscles in the back of your leg. So you have to tilt your pelvis forward to get pelvic extension so you can get more leg extension and drive forward. And it's a very nuanced and special relationship between those three regions that helps you produce maximum power and forward drive. And a lot of times, if people are starting to get tired or if your core or your hips aren't well conditioned, you will start to recruit your back to help get the pelvis to move forward or recruit your back to help you move more forward. And that constant forward bending, unsupported by your core or your hips, can over time lead to disc injuries because it'll put a lot of pressure on the disc and the forces will go right through there. So basically what it looks like is you're turning your pelvis forward like so, and you're here, but if you're starting to get tired back here, or you can't get quite into that nice pelvis position here, you start to actually get here so you can run more. It's something, I don't know if you've ever watched the end of a marathon where the people finish and they're kind of like this. It's kind of the same thing, just a little less dramatic. It's that rounding motion in the back and I guess you would say imbalanced relationship between the low back, the pelvis, and the hips. I don't like to say imbalanced because a lot of people come in thinking that they have muscular imbalances or things like that, when it's a little bit more complex than that. And I don't like people to think that they fit into a certain unbalanced category and they can't be functional and, better and faster and stronger eventually. So that's just my brief explanation as to why runners could commonly get discogenic pain without doing any heavy lifting. If you have any questions about that, or if you've been struggling with low back pain in the morning or low back pain with running or tying your shoes or putting your pants on, please reach out to me. I deal with this sort of thing all the time, and I'm here to help you. Thank you, and have a good one.